919,967 people were killed in Afghanistan because of the war, and 48,644 people were injured. That's 303 times more people that were killed or injured in the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Not only did the Afghanistan war affect those 919,967 people, but also those of us still left at home. Gas prices and other taxes have increased, unemployment rates increased, and we fear for our troops' lives. In this speech, I will argue that it's time for us to bring our troops back home from Afghanistan and my first argument will be that you can't force democracy. Second, I will argue that America was not prepared to go to Afghanistan. And third, I will argue that our money is being wasted. So the foreign policy in going to Afghanistan was to dismantle the Al-Qaeda, which was run by Osama bin Laden, which basically already did. We killed Osama bin Laden, so I really don't see a reason why we should still be there. But somebody decided that it should be our responsibility to form a democracy in that country, which I don't believe should be our responsibility. So when you make a democracy, it has to be something the country wants. Like as our country did, we fought for it, and we got a democracy. It's something we really wanted. Afghanistan doesn't want a democracy, and you can't force it upon them. You can't make them want it. And they don't even trust us being there. They say we left them after the Soviet withdrawal, and that we allied with India, and they don't believe we're a long-term reliable partner. So if they don't trust us, I really don't see a reason in us still being there. But if we do want to earn their trust, I think this type of war shouldn't be like fighting. Like you shouldn't go blow their people up or whatever. I think you should try to make peace with them, show them that democracy is a good thing. And yeah, that's my reason why we can't force a democracy. My second reason is that America was not prepared to fight to go to Afghanistan for two reasons. One reason was that nobody knew the language. Usually they have people specializing in that kind of stuff, but whether they didn't have any or they didn't have enough to go around, our troops are out there and they're basically alone because nobody can talk to the people, nobody knows the language or anything. So yeah, they're basically alone. And secondly, they don't have a definite map, so they don't know where they're going, where they are. They're basically lost. So they're in a foreign country, lost and alone. And they're just not prepared for this war at all. And my third reason is that our money is being wasted on this war. We have spent over $400 billion, and it's increasing at this minute. And that money is going towards, a portion of that money besides supplies for our troops is going towards buildings and roads, stuff we can't get back, and it's basically just going to stay in Afghanistan. So, aside from that, most of our money is going towards Taliban and other insurgent groups for profiteering, bribery, and extortion for crime and other stuff like that. So our money is going towards their bad people, and it could be going towards a lot of other stuff for our country, like health campaign. We could be finding cures for cancer, diabetes, heart disease, or it could be going towards unemployment, education. And speaking of jobs, most people think that unemployment will increase if we bring the troops back home, which actually isn't true because they won't be out there in a war and out there in a war fighting doesn't mean they're still not enlisted. They're still going to be on base training, getting stronger for a war we actually need them for. And yeah, that's basically my point in how our money is being wasted. So, in my speech, I argued that we should bring our troops back home from Afghanistan, and I argue that our money is being wasted, and democracy cannot be forced upon, and America was not prepared to go to this war in Afghanistan knowledgeably, and that our money is being wasted. So I believe that the 919,967 people deaths in Afghanistan are way too much, and it's time to bring our friends and family back home before they add on to that number.